The influence of games toward the film and animation industry are swiftly making a huge impact. Many film industries such as Columbia Pictures, Paramount Pictures, HBO, and others are racing to adapt some of the best games that ever made. Let's say, for example, the classic Sonic the Hedgehog, huge Uncharted franchises, and successfully achieved 10 out of 13 nominations in DICE Awards 2014, including the Game of the Year, The Last of Us. The animation industries are no exception either. Many animation studios are trying to retell the story of already animated, well-known game, adapting it and enhance it into something more magnificent. The latest one comes from A1 Pictures, who adapting, I dare to say, to have the most complex and meaningful plot of all video games that ever exist in its era. And that game is Nier Automata. As the game itself, Nier Automata is a post-apocalyptic action role-playing game set in a world where humanity has fled to the moon to escape a machine invasion led by extraterrestrial life forms, or aliens in short. The game follows the journey of androids 2B, 9S, and A2 as the representative of humanity to reclaim the Earth and fight back against the machines that invaded them. The story of Nier Automata is complex and emotional, exploring themes such as the nature of existence, the meaning of life, and the ethics of artificial intelligence. It's a heavy discussion for a plot of a game, but because of that also, it makes the game even more loved and beautifully set in, even until now. The game also features multiple endings, and the player choices throughout the game will affect the outcome of the story. We do feel like it's a bit hard, really, to rate and criticize Nier as an anime product, when as per normal, game adaptation are a hit or miss things. But in the case of Nier, instead of being a title that either not many know or isn't as widely regarded, Nier, they're not only well established in the gaming world, but they are well loved too by its community, for its deep story, for its characters, and for many plot points that really hit you, the gamers, deep in the feels. It's as if Nier breaks that wall of okay or not good game stories, as it's a story that is well received, and as long as it's translated well into the anime setting without any over creative that can possibly ruin the story, we think it will help drive the anime forward in the long run. Despite that, however, we would say that it's still better to play and experience the games firsthand than watch the anime. While the anime stands on its own feet in its own right, the game will for sure stand out even more, which isn't a negative thing for me, for us. More of that, the anime itself will sell its own to new viewers of the series, to sell and promote the game and its world to them, like we sell out our channel. Subscribe now! Although enjoyable, Nier Automata as an anime isn't that great altogether. One great example of game that adapted into anime is none other than Arcane. Arcane doesn't have the same storyboard like Nier Automata. Arcane, story-wise, is based on League of Legends. But unlike others' adaptation, and unlike Nier Automata, Arcane is not retelling a pre-existing story. Instead, it is an original story set in the same universe as the game, which allows it to stand on its own and be more accessible to a wider audience. Didn't play the game. We, the bold Weebs, didn't play the game, didn't play League of Legends, and yet we can still enjoy the story. We can still understand its essential. The story, the character, the plot. We do think that Riot, the company who makes the game League of Legends, pours a tons of money to this anime for audiences like us, the unfamiliar one with the games. It's a great business idea.